Welcome back. It is Tuesday, May 16th in the MLB. Our three favorite picks are on the way. I'm Austin, joined by Logan. But today we are joined by a special guest, Logan. You know who it is. Get it out. The brooms are out. A 3-0 clean sweep of the day. We will certainly take that. It started on stream with the Mariners and Red Sox cashing the no on first inning. Then the Cubs clutch up, get their team total over 3. And then Logan talked about the Cardinals money line. Had a lot of people in the comments not liking the Cardinals. I'll have Logan touch on that in the second. But hey, a 3-0 sweep. Hopefully we helped you out. If you are new to the channel, my name's Austin. As I said, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like too. We certainly would appreciate it. We've had a really, really good start to our MLB season. Hopefully we can continue that the whole season long. Now I have two notes. It is Tuesday, Dinger Tuesday. Normally, we would have the plays in this video. However, Logan and I are recording late on Monday night because we have some things Tuesday morning. So we don't have any lines for any dingers, but don't be worried. The video will go live and we'll have Dinger Tuesday props down below in the pinned comment with each Logan and I's pick. So if you want to see who we betting on Dinger Tuesday, go check out the pinned comment. We cashed out last Tuesday with both of us giving out a winner. Hopefully we can do it again. And number two, our parlay of the day. Currently, right now as it is going on, the last leg of the parlay is the Diamondbacks under 11.5. We'll see if that goes down. Another parlay today is live at the top, link in the description. But let's get into our favorite picks. Logan, floor is yours. Give him a victory lap. You deserve it.
Well, so many people told me that my Cardinals pick was a loser before the game started. It just made me laugh. Is 18-1 good enough for you? How about that theory that the Sunday night baseball team sucks the next day after? No, garbage. You cannot pick on trends. But you know what? We're not picking a trend today. We're going to a first 5 run line in this one. And I'm taking the Marlins -0.5 on the first 5 innings run line. Plus 100 odds on BetMGM is currently your best value in this one. Now, I really do like Luzardo and the Marlins to be leading by 1 or more through 5 innings. Normally, I'm a guy that is averse to the -0.5 first 5 run line because I think it is hard to lead through 5 innings. But I do like this spot, for the Marlins today. And Jesus Luzardo is starting for the Marlins. 3.38 ERA, 1.41 WHIP. Pretty solid numbers. His WHIP is a little bit high for that ERA, but at home, Luzardo has been even better than that. 2.79 ERA, 1.28 WHIP at home. I like those numbers for Jesus Luzardo. And the Nationals, the offense he's going to be facing are a buzzsaw offense, right? They're coming off a series win against the Mets, and they scored 10 runs yesterday. Made it a no-sweat bet for anybody who picked the Nationals in that one. In their last 3 games, the Nationals are hitting .320. If that doesn't scream regression, I don't know what does, right? The Nationals aren't going to be hitting above 300 average as a team. I'm just going to come out and say that. It's a not so bold prediction. Washington also 3rd in batting average and 15th in OPS on the road. The fact that they're so good in batting average and the fact that they're like really middle of the pack in OPS kind of tells me that Luzardo should be able to contain them, right? OPS is on base plus slugging, and obviously batting average stands for itself there. I told you, I think the batting average will regress. I don't think they're going to have as many base runners as they had, against Peterson yesterday. He was just an absolute bum of a pitcher. Even though he is a lefty, and we know the Nationals do hit lefties well, still think Jesus Luzardo is different. Why? Because he has to put away pitches to get the strikeouts that obviously they didn't see yesterday. Now, who's starting for Washington? Josiah Gray. He's starting for the Nationals, 2.96 ERA, 1.34 WHIP. Gray has been good on the road this season so far as well, which kind of, is interesting. 2.43 ERA on the road. Josiah Gray, his numbers look good to start the season, right? I still know what type of pitcher Josiah Gray is. He's an erratic pitcher that can easily walk guys. Look, his walks per 9 ratio is 3.74, right? It's flirting in the 4 walks per 9 ratio. In his last start, I believe he gave up like 4 walks. I'm telling you, he puts on those base runners that should give the Marlins chances. And against Miami last year, obviously this is 2023, not 2022, but Gray, 5.67 ERA, almost had an ERA of around 6 against the Marlins offense that was putrid last year. I think they're a little bit better than that this year. At least statistically they are so far. And these Marlins hitters have great stats, great splits versus Josiah Gray. Cooper hitting 643, Wendell 500, Soler 364, and Jazz Chisholm 308. I don't know what the lineup's going to look like. I don't know which combination of guys are going to be in there, but I'm just telling you, they've had a lot of plate appearances versus Josiah Gray, and they've hit him really well. Miami 11th in batting average, 24th in OPS at home. I'd like the OPS to be higher for that Marlins team, but you know what? Converting runners into runs has always sort of been a struggle for the Marlins. That's why we normally pick Nerfies with them. But I have faith in them today against Josiah Gray. I actually think they're going to ambush him early in this game, and I think they'll give Jesus Luzardo a lead through 5 innings. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Marlins on the first 5 innings run line in this one and trust the fish to not hurt us. But Austin, what do you got for us today?
Yeah, Logan, normally I'm targeting those team totals or some over-under type picks, but today I actually got a game pick. I'm going into your wheelhouse, and I'm going to take a team that I know you love. It is the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I'm taking them on the money line, plus 105 on DraftKings. Now, when you immediately look at this one, I mean, I like taking the underdog here because I don't see these teams really, honestly, being too different on paper. And when you look at the starting pitchers, you could argue one of the starting pitchers could go out there and put up a Jack Flaherty type performance like we saw from him yesterday. Logan liked that because he obviously was very proud of his Flaherty performance. But when we look at these two starting pitchers, I think this should be closer to a pick 'em. So the fact of getting the Pirates at underdog value, give it to me. Now, Luis Ortiz is going to start for the Pirates. He's only has one start to his season, so we can't go in and say, oh, he's going to duplicate that every single start. He went 5 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits, only 2 earned runs. Granted, 5 of them were unearned runs. And the Rockies are a little bit better hitting offense than the Tigers are. Rockies, 8th best batting average against righties. Tigers are 28th best. Now, Luis, a young pitcher, only 24 years old. Last year was his first year in the majors, and he had some very quality starts last season. He had games of 0, 1, and 1 earned runs against the Cubs, against the Reds, against the Yankees. He also had a 6 earned run start in there against the St. Louis Cardinals. So obviously this is a young pitcher. He's going to have his good starts. He can have some bad starts, but I think he can make some mistakes here against the Tigers and have that offense bail him out because the Tigers offense hasn't been great. Now, it has been better as of late, and we'll talk about that in a second, but the Tigers still 28th in runs scored, 30th in on-base percentage, struggling to get guys on base, and they're not really hitting the manufacturing a lot of runs. And you look at who's going to start for the Tigers. It's going to be Michael Lorenzen. Now, very similar, Logan always talks about you want to be a start ahead of when the regression comes. And you look at Lorenzen this year, 4.18 ERA, 1.21 WHIP. It's been pretty solid. Only 1 earned run allowed in his last 2 starts against the Mets, 1 earned run there, then against the Guardians, 1 earned run there. But you look prior to that, Lorenzen allowed 6, 0, and 5 earned runs. So this is a guy that's capable of going out there and giving us a 6 earned run type performance, giving us a lot of wiggle room for the Pirates to get it done. But I'm not saying, Lorenzen gets rocked here. I still think you'll see Ortiz and Lorenzen still maybe pitch decently here, but there is potential there. Lorenzen could be due a bad outing. We've seen this Mets and the Guardians, the two teams he just went up against. Those offenses have kind of struggled out of the gates. And the Pirates, 16th in runs scored, 16th in batting average. They are 25th in batting average and 18th in OPS versus righties, which Lorenzen is a righty. And if you look at early on in the season, the Pirates were scorching hot. Their batting average all the way at the top of the league. Over the last, since May started, this team has really been struggling, kind of coming back to that regression spot. They are 30th in batting average this month, just batting 180. This is a Pirates team that has much more talented hitters than a combined at 180. You could also argue the Tigers, who are hitting 13th in batting average in May, they aren't that good, in my opinion. So I think some negative regressions come for the Tigers. We could see the Tigers go on a losing streak here. We could see the Pirates kind of start to pick up some more wins, pick up some more runs here. I just think at the end of the day, Pirates should be able to outscore this Tigers offense. And we look at when we get to the bullpens, the Tigers bullpen a little bit worse than the Pirates. Tigers actually have allowed the 5th most home runs. So is the Pirates team that, like Logan talked about, a lot of hard hit balls for this team. And that bullpen for the Tigers is going to give them run opportunities, maybe a home run or two. I think we have a bigger advantage here, taking the Pirates on the money line, the road team. I think this should be closer to a pickup. So give me the Pittsburgh Pirates plus 105 on money line. I think they got a good chance. We just need Luis Ortiz to do something. And we need the Pirates to just bring their bats a little bit. I think we got a good chance to cash this underdog pick. But Logan, I reckon you know what time it is. Yesterday we did it. Let's do it again. It's Nerfy Nation time. Grab the flags. Let's fly them. It was electric. The live stream was crazy. We had about 1,500 people in there. Well, I won't guarantee there is a Nerfy live stream tonight. What I can hopefully guarantee is that this one will hit. Now let's talk about the one we were going to. It's normally one for 2 teams we rarely target, but I think we got a good chance here. It is the Yankees and Blue Jays taking the no-run first inning, currently plus 100 on Barstool. Now, you can probably get this around minus 110-ish on a couple other bucks. Obviously, I would not play this Nerfy to like minus 125. You don't take that, but I think it's going to hover around the plus 100 to minus 115-ish range all day long. Now, starting off for the inning, we're pretty confident Kevin Gausman to come out and do his thing. He will start for the Toronto Blue Jays, and Blue Jays are big favorites here, despite losing yesterday in pretty convincing fashion. They got some runs up in the bottom of the 8th to make that game look closer against the Yankees, but the Yankees kind of beat them up, and we saw now they're like minus 170 on the money line, so we're confident Gausman can do his thing. Gausman 6-2 on no-run first innings, carved up the Yankees in his first start. Yankees 16th in first inning runs. You're looking at Judge. He's always the guy that could hit you with a solo home run like he did yesterday, but I think after hitting 2 home runs, the Blue Jays are going to be very careful with what pitches they give a guy like Aaron Judge. I'm fine with walking and making someone else beat you behind him. I think Gausman gets us those first 3 outs. Who's going to take us home, though, Logan?
Yeah, Domingo Herman hopefully can get us those last 3 outs. We need to cash this one. Now, Herman, not normally, what you think of as far as a nerfy pitcher, but he's been okay, right? Serviceable. He's 5-3 on nerfies this year, which is certainly solid enough to get the job done. The Blue Jays actually aren't that great of an offense in the first inning. They're 25th in first inning runs. There's sometimes a slow starting offense. I know they have the talent up there with the Bichette, the Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Springer. It's going to be a challenge for Herman to get those guys out, but I'm telling you right now, it's just this one just feels right? Over under set to 8.5. I'm telling you, everyone just saw the runs come, often, early and often yesterday, and I think this one could be a lower scoring game just simply because that's how baseball works, right? And our new philosophy with taking no run first innings is we're not taking any ones that are juiced, and we're not taking any ones that seem like obvious traps. So we look at the slate and we're looking at them up and down, and we're like, we're not going to take the picks that everyone's going to love and feel warm and fuzzy inside with 2 ace pitchers. It's just not going to happen. We got to take a chance on this one. I know Yankees nerfies don't make you feel great inside, but at the end of the day, these players are human and they're due some regression, especially in the first inning. Just pitch around Judge, we'll be fine. Nerfy Nation, let's fight these fights again.
Heck yeah, let's go get 6 quick and easy outs. And I'm confident Gosman and Herman can do their thing. So those are our 3 favorite picks of the day. Let's bring out the brooms once again. If you want to check out our parlay of the day, is on the screen. Let's hope we can hit another, hopefully Monday's hit. We'll see exactly. We'll obviously recap, but you'll know by the time this video is live whether we hit or not. Dinger Tuesday plays. Reminder, pin comments. Check them out. Hopefully we can hit another 2 of those bad boys. We'll see you guys back again tomorrow for some more picks. Hopefully with the brooms out once again. We'll see you guys then. Peace.